This presentation will outline our findings and recommendations for Weather Underground for improving the support provided to its users. Weather Underground is a crowdsourced weather information provider using the data provided by personal weather station owners, or PWS owners, to produce weather forecasts. We focused on PWS owners as the target population for our research. The goal of our research was to find barriers that may cause user attrition and how users overcome those barriers. We identified changes to help users navigate the support page, as well as opportunities to leverage user motivations to improve long-term engagement. This persona describes the defining user motivations and characteristics. 80% of our survey respondents said that they consider their participation a hobby and care deeply about sharing accurate data. First, we conducted 5 interviews with PWS owners to get an in-depth understanding of their motivations and struggles in owning their PWS. Based off of this qualitative data, we constructed and distributed a survey to see how well these findings generalized to the larger population. Following this, we stepped back and performed a comparative analysis of the user experience of 7 competing organizations. We analyzed them across 10 key dimensions, specifically their support services and core functionalities. From here, we focused on Weather Underground's support page and evaluated its usability against Nielsen's heuristic criteria. The heuristic evaluations were then complemented by 5 usability tests conducted with actual PWS owners. Several findings consistently presented themselves across research methods. First, the support page was difficult to find. This is an example from one of our user tests.
Yeah, so I don't find a help screen here.
Furthermore, once on the support page, users couldn't find actionable steps for troubleshooting. Therefore, users must figure problems out on their own or default to emailing Weather Underground. While this may work for experienced PWS owners, it may push other, less experienced users away. Another reason why users quickly defaulted to contacting support directly is the confusing organization and hierarchy of the support page. Upon clicking Support, users are unexpectedly taken to a Give Feedback section and a knowledge base with a range of articles but not much depth. Therefore, we first recommend that Weather Underground move the link to support to the main menu bar where users initially looked for it for better visibility. Second, we recommend more clearly delineating support page sections using user-friendly labels and possibly creating an integrated community forum so PWS owners can share knowledge amongst themselves. This would keep users engaged with the Weather Underground site and relieve pressure from customer support representatives. We also recommend an FAQ section informed by members' most frequent problems and questions. We also found that both long-term and new PWS owners had significant and frequent problems with the software sending their PWS data to the Weather Underground website. We suggest the Weather Underground provide recommendations not only on which PWS to buy, but also which software packages to use. Weather Underground can also highlight known workarounds such as MediaBridge. By addressing these issues from the outset, Weather Underground has the opportunity to dramatically limit user issues that may be contributing to attrition. In the long term, we recommend making PWS users feel like their contributions to Weather Underground are valued. Many users are inherently motivated by the desire to be of use to others, either in the scientific community or their community at large. Many PWS owners place high importance on the usefulness of their weather data to the community. We recommend tapping into users' motivations and finding more ways to stress the importance and individuality of PWS owners. This is especially important in areas where there are many PWS stations connected to Weather Underground. PWS owners should be reminded that they are part of a community and that their data reporting is important to the citizen weather community. For example, the Citizen Weather Observer Program website stresses the scientific importance and uses of their weather data on the main page, which lets current and potential contributors know right away that their data is valued by a larger weather community. The Community Collaborative Rain, Hail, and Snow Network displays a community-building tagline at the top of their page: volunteers working together to measure precipitation across the nation. This immediately shows a sense of community and common purpose that can motivate people to join or continue contributing. Weather Underground could use the front page to accentuate the value that contributors are providing to the world. Throughout the course of our research, disappointment over Weather Underground being purchased by the Weather Channel came up consistently in interviews, open-ended survey responses, and in forums. It seems that PWS owners were worried that the independent service they were a part of was going to become commercialized. It is therefore especially important at this time to make sure those contributing data to Weather Underground still feel that their contributions are valued and make a difference. There were several limitations to our study. In interviews, we talked to experienced PWS owners and had a limited sample of interviewees, which may have affected our survey construction. Users also consistently self-selected into the studies, a fact that may have affected users' strong opinions about Weather Underground. Further studies could include analysis of support emails to understand users' most pressing issues. Future research should also include users who have left Weather Underground already. In conclusion, our group found that users have a hard time finding the support page and navigating through it to find the information that they need. We recommend making the support page easier to find and more clearly structured, including content for commonly experienced problems such as software support and creating platforms for community sharing and solving of problems. We believe these recommendations would not only improve the user experience of retrieving support information, but also increase the overall user motivation for contributing and sharing within a community.